am Savvy Mike, and this is I Am Savvy Mike TV. And today, Drake and his legal team came into court swinging harder than a Florida man in a Waffle House fight at 3 a.m. trying to use Joe Budden to prove Kendrick Lamar used bots to boost the popularity of Not Like Us. Yes, bots. As in digital minion. As in Drake is Thanos out here fighting the Avengers. All he got is cease and desist and Jewish lawyers. Oh, but it gets juicier. His legal team also claims Kendrick Lamar's Super Bowl halftime was orchestrated to assassinate the character of another artist. That is literally a direct quote from an 107-page amendment. 107 pages? Bruh, that's not a complaint. That's a fan fiction novel written by a scorned ex with a legal degree. Here's what the official statement is. Not Like Us was performed during 2025 Super Bowl and broadcast to the largest audience for a Super Bowl halftime show ever. Over 133 million people, including millions of children and millions more who had never before heard the song or any of the songs that preceded it. It was the first and will hopefully be the last Super Bowl halftime show orchestrated to assassinate the character of another artist. Now, the fact that he thinks nobody knew the song that Kendrick Lamar was teasing performing during the Super Bowl halftime show is fucking ridiculous. That he thinks millions more people were just discovering the song that day during the Super Bowl. Come on, Drake. Stop. You gotta stop being delusional, bro. That's just some delusional ass shit. Now, let me be clear. I'm not a Drake hater, and I'm not a Drake stan. I'm like somewhere in between. Take Care was a classic, and honestly, Nevermind was honestly trash. So when it comes to this legal slap fight between him and UMG, I've stayed neutral. J. Cole vibes on a beach with a computer, meeting fans. Did Drake lose the battle? Yes. Is his career over? No. Honestly, Drake's career has been on cruise control for the past 5 years, dropping mid-music with great numbers. Like a vending machine that only sells LaCroix but still turns a profit. But this lawsuit is given, I didn't get picked for the varsity team, so I'm gonna sue the school district. Like, what the fuck? My nigga Drake, you're standing in a glass house throwing stones like you ain't got a whole window made of Spotify bots and Apple bots. But, you know, let's get into the real reason why you're here. So, Drake is claiming that Kendrick Lamar used bots to boost Not Like Us. But what I find kind of crazy and pretty ironic is that Meek Mill was literally screaming the same thing on Twitter during his feud with Drake, saying that he was using bots in his comments and probably using bots to boost his music as well. And we all clown Meek Mill like he showed up to the cookout with raisins in the potato salad. Here's the tweet from Meek Mill last September. When all the L's from paid bot campaigns when I was rap beefing with Drake was under my comments, really had a few people from my hood putting L's under it as well. In our culture, we don't even tease people for losing. We already in poverty. I knew something wasn't connecting. Yeah, something wasn't connecting at all. Because while Drake is blaming Kendrick Lamar for using bots, he was most certainly using bots during your beef as well. But now that Drake's on the other side of the L, suddenly it's bots. Drake is also the same dude who was on Taylor Made Freestyle telling Kendrick Lamar in Tupac AI voice to rap about him liking young girls because he heard it from a Joe Budden podcast. Like he was applying to be the final boss on an EDP Watch episode. Literally giving the tea to Kendrick Lamar. Might as well have called Jitty on as well. But he is now using the same person he told Kendrick to go get advice from in the song as a reference in this lawsuit as a legitimate legal source. Here's the official amendment. Publicly, Spotify has stated that it is aware of issues of bots on its platform and is actively working to address it. In response to Drake's pre-litigation filing in New York State Court, Spotify explained that it invests heavily in automated and manual reviews to prevent, detect, and mitigate the impact of artificial streaming on its platform. Recently, Chart Data, which reports on music news, reported that Spotify has been removing botted streams from its platform over the last several months. In June 2024, one podcast host, ergo Joe Budden, stated, "Not only do I not care that Kendrick Lamar used bots, but I knew he did." In a podcast posted to his YouTube channel on June 23rd, 2024. He continued, "Y'all didn't know that Kendrick used bots? You thought that this was just the first time miraculously that a Drake record had more dislikes than likes? Or you didn't know that was bots? Bots to me was a part of the way you win against Drake." And then it's a whole bunch of references at the end. But in a sense, that's basically using content you saw on YouTube to win a lawsuit. It's unhinged. It's madness. Drake is literally citing the same podcast that was roasting him to prove Kendrick used bots. Bro, you can't be mad at the Joe Budden podcast and then turn around and say, "Actually, Your Honor, Joe had a point."
There's a story going around that Kendrick is preparing to shoot the Not Like Us video this weekend in LA. Mm-hmm. I'm assuming that info is only out because TDE/Kendrick wants that information out. Mm-hmm. I can imagine what that movie is going to look like. At the Forum, I imagine they will be taping B-roll
for sure.
For that video. That's going to be euphoric in there, no pun intended. Ack was on the stream last night during the finals breaking how he had a hacker in there or one of them
bot
runners in there talking about how Kendrick purchased bots. He was talking about the invoice for those bots. He gave an example, put some fake likes and some fake followers on an Instagram page and a picture, so forth and so on. And there are some people up there in an uproar saying, "Hey, Kendrick is using bots. Why is everybody not talking about this?" Where does my distinguished panel stand on the matter of Kendrick using bots in his Drake verse?
Oh, well, let me go first, please, because I can get out of here real fast.
Same.
That's why it's so beautiful when I keep telling y'all I don't give a fuck about streaming numbers. This conversation matters nothing to me.
Yeah, the people that are
care about the music.
The people that are complaining about the numbers and the bots and the dislikes and the likes sound like bots to me.
All of that shit is y'all shit that y'all care about. Oh, this one was charting here and the bots here, this amount of streams in a day and a week. To us that don't stream, we don't give a fuck.
I don't give a fuck about any of that shit.
I never care about y'all streaming numbers. None of you niggas.
Back in what I said, I heard the music. I don't give a fuck about what you niggas is talking about. That nigga did his thing. Music is fire. That's it. Stop looking for new reasons to figure out why this battle went the way it went.
No, that's y'all fault because y'all justify everything with numbers.
It's over.
Oh, because it did this, that means it's better than this that did that. Nobody cares, bro. Do you like the song? Do you don't like the song?
No one said, "Yo, Drake had mad dislikes on his post, so he obviously lost the battle."
Yeah.
No, but some of them did. That's why they run into this.
That's weird.
They justify everything with these YouTube numbers, likes and dislikes and comments. That's all
and
y'all
if he
shit.
did use bots, he won the battle in real life and in the Matrix. That's it.
I'm going to take it a step even further than what y'all saying. Not only do I not care that he used bots, but I knew he did.
Okay. Cool.
What else is there to y'all didn't know that Kendrick used bots?
No, and I didn't
care. You thought
care.
that this was just the first time miraculously that a Drake record ever had more dislikes than likes, or you didn't know that was bots? Bots, to me, was a part of how you win the war versus Drake.
Yeah, this new age war.
Hey, if you didn't do it, Drake was going to do it.
Probably did.
Did.
No, he did.
He did.
Yeah.
But because he lost in the fashion that he lost in, there seems to be a select crowd out there that continues to not lose gracefully. Mm-hmm. Like they keep trying to find different ways to put smut on Kendrick. Not saying that maybe some of the smut is not warranted, but hip hop has kind of crowned him the winner of the beef. None of the bots and the stories, the fabricated, none of that's going to change this. I'm not mad at whoever this is. Also, Ack, you got to know that any Drake news coming from you looks away now.
Yeah, it looks suspect.
Yeah.
Ack is the one on stream during the NBA Finals with the hacker dude on the thing, explaining to him, showing him the invoice. He's dropping names. Like, good journalistic shit you was doing, but you gotta know that any Drake news coming from you is viewed through a different type of eye. Even if you just working off your own speculation, even if Drake didn't tell you shit, it comes off as a mission sent from Drake. And that could come off like somebody somewhere is trying to get ahead of the Not Like Us video and concert. It's back to my earlier point about letting people have their moments. Just get out of the way of that moment. Even if you feel like you didn't lose the buys, this nigga, fuck this nigga, he's weak, I could get him again, I'm coming back with a track. Let the moment of the forum and the video pass. It's too much to fight. You're gonna look away.
Yeah.
That's all I have to say on the matter. I don't care about the bot situation.
Do you think Drake does anything during this?
Well, then Ack is saying new Drake music coming soon.
Yeah, Drake put the post up about shout out to everybody that came out to film the video, and
I don't even see nothing that Drake posts no more. It's like Ack is the mouthpiece for certain things.
Was that
and even if I'm a Drake fan, as a Drake fan, I want Ack to stop announcing things about Drake. The Ack announcements come with a certain level of expectation, so you either meet it or don't, and then the harsh criticism coming and you're not built for that. Like, the Drake releases are much better as a surprise. Nobody knows I'm him. Here's a jam to vibe to real quick.
Agreed.
Anything with Ack reporting it, it just looks away. And that's my man. I hope he knows that. But he wouldn't care because it's a brand builder for him.
For sure.
of course.
No, it's good business for him.
Yeah, it's great
Yeah.
business for Ack.
Like, this isn't even real evidence if we're being completely honest. This is just citing clips you saw. Now, if I can be honest with you, do I think Kendrick used bots? Yes. But honestly, did he need to? No. The song could have been powered by fucking dial-up, and it still would have made the cultural impact of a Vine that never died, now known as TikTok. My concern is that Drake is he's shining a giant light on the whole mess, and in the end, it's just gonna backfire. It's not gonna look good for him because all UMG is gonna say, hey, them same tactics that you're bringing up about Kendrick Lamar, we use to help boost your career and your popularity and your success and your fame. Honestly, if I can be honest with you, look, Drake is still rich. He's still successful. He's still flying private. He got his own fucking plane. He's honestly just mad that his label helped push this Kendrick Lamar song to be bigger than it was supposed to be. But it is a really good fucking song. So if anything, it was gonna organically grow like that regardless. So yeah, they gave him a push. They've given you pushes as well, Drake. It's the same exact fucking thing. But I do find it hilarious that Drake is using Joe Budden as a source in this whole thing in beef. It's kind of funny because this is the same person that he doesn't like. Like, him and Joe Budden clearly do not like each other. He called him a whole dick sucker and give me a hug. So the fact that he's saying, hey, this guy said something and he's telling the truth is honestly hilarious. Anyways, let me know what y'all think about this in the comments below. I am Savvy Mike, and this is I Am Savvy Mike TV. Peace.